everybody, it's Kyle coming at you from my car. So remember how I was going to have a shoot last time? Didn't happen, got pushed off, but I am doing it this afternoon. In addition to that, I have some new equipment coming in, video equipment that I need to be there for and to check in and test out and all that jazz. So I got a doctor's appointment, and then I'm on my way into the office for a possible shoot this afternoon. So should be a pretty easy one, nothing too crazy. I think it's just an informational video for training salespeople on a new product. So pretty cool. That's about it on that end. But what is bugging me? I'll tell you what's bugging me. All the chaos that we still allow this person to cause. I'm talking about the guy supposedly in charge up at the top there, and how he just wreaks havoc all over everything, from ignoring this pandemic and the crazy amounts of people that it's affecting and citizens it's affecting in our country right now, all the way down to his temper tantrum and refusing to concede in this election that he lost. It's insane, and the people that are still supporting him and all that, I hate to say this, man, I don't have any respect for you guys at all. I have zero respect. If you still support that man after everything he's done and after how he's behaving right now and how he's behaved through all of this, then please don't talk to me again. Please don't ever talk to me. Please just stay the hell away from me, because you suck. If you're that easily brainwashed, you can't think for yourself. Because I think for myself. See, that's kind of the joke here, is this orange buffoon has convinced people that if they follow everything he says mindlessly, and they do everything he says, and they behave how he behaves, then they're thinking for themselves, and they're independent, and they're going to drain the swamp and all that bullshit, okay? But that's not true at all. That's not what being an independent thinker and free-willed is remotely. Am I that crazy about Joe Biden? Absolutely not. Am I that crazy about Kamala Harris? Nope. But I'll tell you what, I recognize the current administration as a threat to our country, to our democracy, to our place on this planet, in this world. And I'm afraid if you don't, then you just don't fucking understand things very well. So this gentleman is popular by creating chaos. That's all there is to it. He became most famous for telling people that they're fired. Okay? That's all you know. Have you ever been fired? Have you ever had to fire someone? Then you'll know it's not a funny or fun situation. People have children, they have families, they have homes, they have rent due, or they have a mortgage, they have bills they have to pay, they have food they have to put on the table. It's not fucking funny when somebody gets fired. No matter who it is. I don't give a shit if it's fucking T-Pain or if it's Bill who's living paycheck to paycheck. It's not funny. And it's not something good to be known for. Firing people. Especially when you're a fucking lazy oaf yourself. So, I will say this straight out and straightforward. Donald John Trump, I believe it's John, I really don't know. Jackass. Let's go with Donald Jackass Trump. Donald Jackass Trump is in that more than whatever he says he weighs form everything that's wrong with our country. It is the coupling of all the bad things from the 80s, including greed and excess and all that stuff, mixed together with, well, in my day, which everybody's always said, man. Old farts always go, well, back when I was a kid. I mean, I've said it. Shit, everybody has. I know people younger than me that have said it. So I get that, but to say it is one thing and to force it upon everyone is another. I don't want to go backwards in the way that we do things. I want to move forward, okay? And I want to have people be more accepted. I want people to be healthy. I want people to be educated, all right? Some of those things may include what I believe to be the best scenario to make those things happen. May not be what you believe, okay? And that's fine. We can agree to disagree on that. And we can still get together and we can come up with solutions. The problem with Trump is it's his way or the highway. And I got to tell you right now, his way is wrong most of the time. This is why he's bankrupted so many companies. This is why he's had people build buildings for him and then not paid them. This is why he was a complete and total business failure before he took office. And who's going to fall for and believe? Losers. Losers. That's who. Sorry, I hate to say it, but if you can't think for yourself and you can't look at this man's past and his history and make a judgment about him based upon that, using your own brain, then you can't think straight. You are just as unworthy of voting as he is unworthy of being voted on or for. All right? He's a turd. And we're flushing the turd. He's out. Okay? He's gone. He's gone January 20th. All right? Whether or not he fucking leaves before then, whether or not his shit's still there when Joe Biden gets there and they have to have people move it out, whether or not he goes with Joe to watch him get inaugurated, whether or not he does anything. I don't give a shit what he does. If he fucking burns the White House down, it doesn't matter. He's gone. He's not president anymore starting January 20th. The latest and greatest thing I've heard is he's tried to find ways over the past couple years to pardon himself, which you can't do. I mean, there's ways to make other people pardon you. And there's ways to pardon organizations that you're part of. So that may be what he's talking about. But I guess my question is this. I thought you were innocent, dude. What would you need to pardon yourself from? I don't understand. Yeah, I know. Maybe you can be innocent still and you could try and protect yourself from litigation in the future, but you can't do that, dude. There's people that are going to come after you regardless. And all you've done by drawing out this the election and the results of the election and not conceding to Biden, all that you've done, dude, is put a fucking target on your fat orange head. And they're coming after you now, bud. You know, if you were smart, you would have just conceded. You would have been gracious and accepting, and you would have moved the fuck on, because you were broke when you got into the White House, and now you've stolen and capitalized on everything. You've stolen all kinds of funds. You've capitalized on everything, and you have a good cushion now again. You got less places going bankrupt that you own now. So get the fuck out and shut up. Nobody cares about what you say anymore. As a matter of fact, most people are ignoring you now. Other than the pardoning myself thing, I haven't heard much from you, other than you're not conceding. Joe Biden beat you. He didn't just beat you, dude. Your ass got thumped. It was more than 5 million votes nationwide for him that you didn't get. They're not fake votes. They're not false votes. They're not illegal votes. They're none of this bullshit that you're claiming. They're real votes. You got beat. You lost. You're a loser. Hey, guess what? We all have lost. We've all been losers. And you have too. You just have never been told that you're a loser. But you're getting told right now because you lost on a public stage. He's not going to run again in 2024, people, because he's not going to take the chance to lose again. And if his kids run, they'll lose too. Fuck those people. Fuck them all. They're out of here. Thank God. Pack them up. Get them out. Let's move forward. We got a pandemic to control, and this motherfucker's out playing golf, using our tax dollars to fly himself and his family to and from to play fucking golf. Think about that. All you dummies that support him, think about that for a second. All right, that's all I got to say. That's what's bugging me right now. I'm not even going to get into Lindsey Graham telling people to throw away legal votes and ballots. Whew, Lindsey, you're something else, buddy. I will be back after this appointment. I'll talk a little bit about some things that I'm into, and that's it. Sorry about the tirade, but man, I'm just sick of this shit. I know you all are too, and it's just... All right, everybody, and I'm back. Nothing like a good brain swabbing. And not the kind you get at CVS when you go get a COVID test. The kind you get when you go talk to a therapist. It's interesting because a lot of the times it kind of seems like we just sit there and solve the world's problems, but it is very therapeutic to just talk things out and say things out loud to a different person who's there to listen, but will also, interject things into the conversation that help you along. Pretty great. Definitely enjoy going to the therapist. What am I into right now? Well, let's see. As far as music goes, I've been listening to a lot of different things. Started kind of slowing down on that Strokes album. It is really great. The New Abnormal. Definitely love it. Pretty fantastic. Been listening to, going back and listening to some System of a Down. They have a couple new songs out. I think there's probably a new album coming. So they must have got back together or whatever. But definitely love that music, man. It's very interesting to listen to that again if you haven't in a long time. I remember when they came out, I was kind of like, I don't care about them. But then I heard a couple songs on the radio towards the end of their first run there, and something around the Hypnotize album, I can't remember, or if it's Mesmerize, I can't remember. But the second to the last album, they had BYOB on it, I think, and a few others. That album I really liked, man. So I went back and started listening to. I really like the album with Aerials on it, and there's a few other tunes. I like them, man. I dig them, and so I've been listening to some of their old stuff and going back, and yeah, so that's good stuff, man. I dig it, and I can listen to that a lot. Now, I mean, I kind of got to be in a certain mood to listen to that, but it's good stuff. I like it. Other than that, I'm trying to think of anything else I've really been singling out and listening to. I mean, I just put records on upstairs. Definitely really dig that John Cougar Mellencamp album. Holy crap, like the first side of that LP is just filled with hits, man. And then I think it ends, that side ends with Play Guitar. God dang, man, what a rocking track that is. That's good shit. That's a good album, man. Definitely. He's something else. I know he's pretty strange looking now because he's had so much plastic surgery, but very talented guy, man. Those albums were just hit after hit after hit back then. Pink Houses and wow. So I've been listening to that a little bit. Decided I also, in addition to System of a Down, which I'm very interested in getting some of their vinyl, Rage Against the Machine would be a good one. Really just that first album, that's all I need from them. I love that album so much. I never really got into any of their other records. That album was always just the one that I dug, and I kind of still feel that way. I like them a lot, and I would love to spin some of that first album. And Check Your Head is the Beastie Boys. That's one I'm looking for. I would really like to have that record as well. And then I'm probably, maybe I might look at the Five Boroughs album as well, but that'd probably be about it for Beastie Boys LPs that I gotta have. I don't really care about Ill Communication. It's okay. But yeah, that's about it on music that I've kind of been looking at. I'm not trying to give you guys my Christmas wish list. I'm just telling you what I kind of have been listening to and enjoying lately. I really need to. I did buy some inserts for my vinyl collection, so alphabetical, so I can kind of get those records in order. I mean, I got about 230 some records now. I really need to have some sort of order to them. I'm not going to separate by genre though. I'm only going to separate alphabetically. I can't see separating by genre. I've always kind of been that way. I never really liked doing that, even when I was a big CD collector. Because I can listen to rap just as well as I can listen to country, just as well as I can listen to speed metal. I really don't give a shit. It's whatever I want to listen to when I want to listen to it. So, anyway. Let's see, what else am I into? Definitely The Mandalorian is just hitting it out of the park this season. Have been loving that, man. That third episode is fantastic, with Bo-Katan, and can't wait to see Ahsoka Tano live action. That's going to be amazing. I understand the Star Wars Holiday Special, the new one, the Lego one or whatever. I understand that's available today too to watch, so I'm looking forward to that as well. That should be fun. Let's see. Oh, I know what. Whew, we made the mistake of starting as a family Cobra Kai. Wow. We burned through that first season pretty quick. I think we were watching it when I recorded last week even, but we whipped right through those first 8 episodes, man. It's really good. Really good. I know that was kind of YouTube Red's first series, I believe. I know it's the only one of their series that really did anything and had any sort of following. But wow, man, that is an incredible show. If you've not seen that show, and I know you've probably had a ton of people tell you to watch it, just like I did, and usually when a bunch of people are like, you gotta watch this, I just won't watch it. I don't know why, because I'm a dick. But I usually kind of avoid it, because I just figure, wait for it to die down. I just don't want to hear about it, which is kind of stupid, but it is what it is. Anyway, we have started watching it, and we absolutely love it. I still don't think there's any confusion on who the good guy and who the bad guy is, but I do think the confusion more lies in the fact that the bad guys deep down inside is kind of a good guy, and the good guy has some bad qualities to them. So, very interesting. I really dig it, man. I really like it. It's a lot of fun. And the new kids and their stories and everything that's happening in there is pretty amazing and very real. I like it. I highly recommend it. Check it out, people. Another show we started watching, my wife and I, is Kath and Kim. It's an Australian series, a comedy series. It's all on Netflix. Pretty wild, man. It's about a mom, a suburban mom, who's divorced, or her husband's deceased. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But her adult daughter leaves her husband and comes and moves back at home. And comedy ensues. The mother also has kind of taken to a boyfriend, and there's a lot going on there that grosses out the daughter, of course. But it's fun. It's goofy, and it's weird and silly. but there's something unique about it, and I respect that. And then Kim's Convenience also. What a great show, man. Definitely love that one as well. And there's a lot of fun stuff in there also. Check that one out if you get a chance. Reading. I've been pretty horrible, man. I haven't read much lately. I did get all caught up on Gideon Falls. I whipped through that Texas Blood pretty fast. That's a good book. And I look forward to the next crossover also, and of course the next Sweet Tooth. But there's a lot of good stuff out right now. I just, either don't have the time or the money right now to do it. Something else that I am into right now, I will tell you. Talked with my wife about it a little bit, and working with my son, we're going to build a gaming computer together. And we've already started. Actually, I have an operational computer sitting there at home. Most of the parts I had, not most, but some of the parts I had a terabyte hard drive sitting around. Some of the other, few things here and there. But I found a dude selling a motherboard with processor and memory and case here in Kansas City area on Facebook Marketplace. It was like $120 for everything. All it needed really was a hard drive, and really it does need a video card. I mean, it'll work without a video card in there, but it really kind of just needed a hard drive to get going. Oh, and a power supply. So I didn't know what big importance power supplies are these days, but yeah, they're huge. It's a big deal. So what I did, I bought that from him, and then I went right over to Micro Center. I call it the Nerd Store. And I got a 256 gig SSD for a boot drive. And I also got, I had to get a wireless card because it didn't have Wi-Fi built in. So I just found for $15, I found an N300 Wi-Fi card, threw that in there. It'd be better if it was AC, but I'm not looking to spend a lot of money. And this thing's probably going to be connected over Ethernet anyway, so... But anyway, got that. It works great. And what else did I pick up? Power supply. That was about $25. The SSD I got was like $28. And then the little card there. I'm trying to remember what else I got. I don't know. But yeah, I think for under $200, we got a gaming computer pretty much. Still kind of looking for a higher quality video card, and there's a lot out there to choose from. I've really kind of got my sights set on a 1060, GTX 1060. Not the newest video card, it's been around a few years, but pretty powerful, and throwing that in there will definitely give him 60 frames a second at least on most modern games. And I mean, we're probably talking about, he'll probably play a lot of Minecraft on it. He definitely enjoys a lot of Terraria, so Terraria is just 2D. Minecraft's not too intensive. He may play some CSGO and some Fortnite and a few things like that, but that's really about all he's going to be playing on there. And it's a good thing for him and I to do together. And then there's an upgrade path too. This is an AMD FX 6300 that's in there, which we can overclock and play with too. Probably want to get a different CPU cooler before we do that, but it's pretty fast as is. I mean, with that SSD in there, the boot, it's pretty fast. Really, the thing we're really missing is a video card right now. So I'm kind of looking just for a reasonable video card. But man, those 1060s are kind of expensive out there, so I have to keep looking. I may just get something. I did order one from China, but who knows what I'm really going to get. It's supposed to be a 1060, probably going to be a schmixty. I don't know. Probably going to be a turd. So I'm just kind of on the lookout for that. If you know anybody that's got one, if you want to get a video card you don't need, you want to sell me or give me, that'd be great. Throw that baby in there. It's a PCI 16 slot, so, almost anything will go in there. But yeah, he played a little bit of Terraria last night, messed with it. Definitely enjoying it. So that's going to be fun. And he's got a monitor and everything, but we may get another monitor. So he can upgrade. We can go up to the 8350, which is a pretty fast processor. We can also, I think that'll give him like 25% more speed overall. maybe 40 if I remember correctly. And we can also upgrade the RAM. It's got 16 gigs right now, but we got 2 open slots. That's a reasonable upgrade. Video card, they usually aren't a reasonable upgrade. I think if we get a 1060 with 6 gigs, that's probably going to be the max for that system. That's kind of what I've been looking for. I really don't want to buy a 1060 with 3 gigs. I just don't think it's going to quite do what we need. So I'm kind of got my eyes open for a 6 gig 1060. And then he can upgrade the processor, the RAM, the video card down the road. We talked about getting a different case. It's pretty basic cases that it's in. They're really into the LED stuff. So there's so many cases out there, and they range all the way from like $30 to astronomical. So that may be something we do down the road. If he gets a nice enough case, you can always upgrade the motherboard and processor later, and still use your old video card and your drives, and maybe get different RAM and different processor. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see how that all goes. The interesting thing is it's been fun to work with him and showing him how to do all this stuff and helping him understand how a computer works and what parts are necessary to make things work better in different areas. So he's enjoyed that, and I've enjoyed it, and we're just going to keep working towards making it better and stronger and faster. That's kind of the deal, right? So that's the latest thing that I'm working on. The other thing is, as I go into work here, had the opportunity to buy some new equipment. Pretty excited. Did get a new Sony prosumer level camera that shoots 4K 60. Very excited about that. Didn't initially buy that a couple years ago because all we ever produce is like 1080 or 780, or I'm sorry, 1080p or 720p HD videos for our LMS. But 4K camera could help us a lot in a lot of different things. Number one, pulling a key in the studio is huge. With 4K, you're going to have higher resolution, so that key is going to be a little stronger. And the other aspect is shooting out in the field, shooting in different areas and stuff. It's going to allow us to shoot in 4K, and then if we need to zoom in up to 4 times in post, we still have a 1080p resolution. So that both those things are pretty beneficial to us, and so when I was told that I was able to purchase more equipment and this money was allocated, that's kind of what I was thinking, and that's why I went for that. The other thing I went for is upgraded the MacBook Pro to the latest 16-inch monster, and I'm not sold on Apple Silicon yet. Sounds like it's going to be great, but I don't want to get in on the first generation for a work device. So went with a 16-inch with the Core i9, almost maxed out. I didn't get 8 terabytes of hard disk SSD space. I did do 4. I did max out the RAM. So it's going to be a beast. And then hopefully my other system will go to our graphic designer in our department. And it's interesting, man. Just things changing, things growing. This coronavirus thing is kind of crazy, man. I'm trying not to obsess over it, but they're kind of battening down the hatches again starting this Friday. The school district that my kids are in is meeting tonight. And I would imagine what they're going to do is after Thanksgiving, school's going to be all online again, which sucks because part of going to junior high and high school is the social aspect of it. And so that's very unfortunate, but we have to do what's best for our society. And that's what I've kind of explained to the kids and discussed with them, and they know that. But it's still a tough pill to swallow when you're that age. I feel for them immensely. And, with Thanksgiving coming up, I mean, we've extended offers to parents and stuff, but it's not really wise. These kids go to school. There's no guarantee they're not going to bring something home and grandma and grandpa may or may not get it. You just don't know. So you got to really extend that offer, but explain, hey, look, this is, there's potential there for this to get ugly. So we're offering you this, but you in no way, shape, or form need to take it. And that's kind of what we did. We're not going to force anybody to feel bad about anything. We're not going to force anybody to not come. but we want people just to be aware. This is our thoughts on it, and you can make your own decisions. So that's what we did, and hopefully this will start to pass, guys. This has really been a shitty situation. I'm really hoping they'll have a good plan for these vaccines to get out to everybody in the new year, and hopefully by this time next year, this thing will have been put, properly behind us, and we can kind of move forward a little bit, because this has really sucked, man. I know you guys are all feeling it like I am, and it's just really been horrible and really hard on kids, man. I mean, really fucked up on the kids. I feel for them. Like I said, I mean, that blows. Not being able to go to school. It doesn't, yeah, you might be like, oh, that's my dream come true when I was a kid, and that's true. I get that, and that's a fact, but at the same time, man, there's a lot to be said for the social aspect of going to school, and the lifelong friendships that you can make there, and all those things, and it's just really a pretty dark time when that's not possible. So that's kind of where I'm at with that, and you guys all be safe and be smart. I know I've said it a million times, but wear a goddamn mask and quit crying about it. It's really the right thing to do for everybody. And if we all did it for a month or 2 weeks, things would change drastically and these numbers would drop. But the problem is that there's people out there that would argue otherwise, There's people that also argued otherwise when it came to seatbelts. And there's zero question you need to wear a seatbelt. And there's zero question seatbelts save lives. Here's the great thing. Masks are temporary. If we all wear them and we get into the habit of wearing them right now, and we all move forward properly wearing them, this can go away. We're always going to have to wear seatbelts, guys. Okay? So quit your whining and your bitching, and put a mask on when you go into public places, please. Thank you. I know they're going to batten down the hatches a little bit also on, going out in public, being in different places, and that's a bummer as well. But I think it's something that probably needs to happen. We went to eat last night. We went and grabbed a quick bite at a local restaurant bar, and that's the last time. We made the agreement that we're not going to go out and do that anymore for now. We're going to focus on cooking at home. We may order out occasionally just as a treat, but we'll pick up curbside and bring it home and eat as a family. Just for right now, I think that's the wise thing to do. With cold and flu season happening and this going on at the same time, it's just too dangerous potentially. I hope you guys will do the same and be smart and make the right decisions. I probably just hit the mic there. I apologize. I'll go back and do that. So let me start that part over again. I hope you guys will make the same decisions and do things right and do what's best, not just for yourself, but for society in general. And let's get this thing knocked out, and let's get back on track to where we should be, as normal as we can live our lives now, okay? That's it. That's all I got to say. You guys hang in there. Be safe. Have a good Thanksgiving. I'll probably talk to you again before then, but be smart. I'll check in with you guys next week. Hopefully have some new stuff for you. And still planning on December 12th. I got some hot sauces ordered. Mikey and I are going to go the distance again on the hot wings challenge and see how sick we can make ourselves for your enjoyment. That is all. You guys take it easy, and get off my lawn.